Welcome back to Green Gaming Fest Fall 2022. Thank you all so much for joining us. We are raising money for charity here for Planet Earth. So please get your donations in as soon as you can, because we've got plenty more runs and plenty more incentives to accomplish over the course of this marathon. Up next for this marathon, I have a run for you that is one of my childhood favorites, or rather I should say Blue Candle has this run. This is one of my childhood favorites. I love this game as a kid, and I am super, super excited to see this run. Mr. Blue Candle, take it away.
Yeah, hey guys, thanks for having me at Green Gaming. My name is Blue Candle. I mostly run these Oddworld games, especially Oddworld Oddysee. Quick shout out to Dana, who just started med school with me. And this week I promised her to give her a shout out. And yeah, I'm heading over to my two commentators. First to Lucy.
Hey everybody, my name is Geeky Lucy, and welcome to our Abe's Oddysee speedrun. I'm more of a beginner in this speedrun, but I'm also joined by an absolute legend of Oddworld speedrunning in Namesoon. Namesoon, welcome.
Hi. Thank you for that introduction. I'm Namesoon, and I'm also a runner of Abe's Oddysee and Abe's Exodus, currently second place in this category, behind Candle, who is going to be doing the run.
Follow me.
Well, I actually started the run, but it doesn't really matter. Oh. So we go back to the main menu.
Oh, take two.
Yeah, take two.
This is usually how these Oddworld speedruns go. You spend most of the time. Exactly, yeah. Spend most of our time in Rupture Farms.
So yeah. All right, if someone wants to do a countdown, and then we are good to go technically to start the game. And hopefully I have a flawless run, because this game can also crash and some weird stuff can happen. We just pray we get a good run, a good showcase.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
The odd gods are smiling upon you. It's all good. Right, you want me to count down?
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Let's do it. So Interrupt Your Farms, our first level of the run. And yeah, as we kind of alluded to before, this can prove a bit tricky for us speedrunners. Definitely a reset fest, but hopefully not today. We're in safe hands with Candle.
Yeah, I know we said some Rupture Farms today, I'm sure of it.
No, hopefully not. Although this is usually one of the first strats we learn actually when picking up the speedrun, but it's actually a really difficult strat, needing a very quick stop there on the slig that actually I don't know if any of us noticed it because it was so fast. I think Candle stopped for a frame on that slig.
Yeah, so most of the things you're not really seeing is we do a lot of quick stops, especially in the shadow, and you can't really see that I'm stopping for a frame. And yeah.
And this run has been optimized down to frames in certain areas. It's a ridiculously optimized run, but that just makes it a lot harder to get a good time because you're so focused on getting the perfect movement consistently through the game. It's a very interesting speedrun because it's quite linear. You don't make so many decisions as you go through, but it is quite hardcore in the sense that you're needing to be dialed in and focused almost every second while you're in play.
Good shadow slig.
Yeah, something you might not notice there is to get past that part, Candle stops for a split second in the shadow, which you won't actually see, but there is actually a strat involved there.
Yeah, a lot of us newbies, so I'm more of a beginner in the speedrun, and I used to just roll right through, and the slig would kill me every time. Very frustrating. And I love this, you can just hoist down into the explosion. How that doesn't kill you, I don't know.
The lag is real, though.
Stockyards. Stockyard is probably one of the most basic levels in the run, to be honest. There's not a lot going on. It's mostly just running left and jumping, but not many advanced strats.
There is a couple of points in this level that usually cost me runs. So one of them coming up right now. This is a very difficult stream to get. Quick stop in the shadow, and then you've got to roll jump right off the edge, like the very last tile. And Candle did that really well. I'm probably saying that a lot in this run.
Candle mostly does everything well in this game, so.
Yeah. Or a bit of needle there, maybe.
Yeah. He also steals records.
Oh, Candle, no. How could you?
Yeah, I'm bad. So this game is really optimized. So I think I just PB'd recently twice, one by not even a second, and the last PB, my world record is PB'd by 3 seconds. Okay, got the bad slog here. That's okay.
Yeah, I got to manipulate that slog just for the timing in the end of this screen here. But that was well recovered. Poor slogs.
Yeah.
So it's not a very humanitarian run, I'm afraid.
We are already in Mosaic Lines.
Level 3.
Well, this level's all about these slinger guys, pretty much. You got to usually when you're playing this game casually, you have to copy their whistling, so you whistle like they whistle. And in the speedrun, we don't do that at all. You just use timing to get past them all. So
yeah, typically it's all about just getting through rather than actually manipulating any of the kind of puzzle pieces as you're intended to do. But yeah, I wish Child Me knew that you could just run past these guys if you time it properly. Oh, I don't like how you time that one.
Yeah.
There are ways you can time it properly. So this one you chant twice and that's the perfect timing. The one before I usually turn to the right, then the left,
that's
and
the
then
same
go.
way of doing it, but
Candle's just OP, so he just can see it.
I also do it the candle way, but I don't know, it's just what I'm used to. So
yeah, same. So someone said we are playing Mosaic or Mosaic Lines the way you're not supposed to play Mosaic Lines, because usually this part is like you have to do whistle controls or whistle commands all over the place. You learn it here how to do it later into the game, and we just skip every whistle puzzle here with like a blind spot of these mods where they can't kill you. So yeah,
something to do with the animations playing out or something like that. Like while they're in an animation, they don't come out of it instantly to kill you. They have to complete that, and by the time they've already completed the animation, you're gone.
This is the first part of the game where oh, sorry.
No, I was just saying, correct me if I'm wrong. That was a guess more than a knowledge piece.
Well, you're pretty accurate. Yeah, that was the first bells, which you possess. You'll notice that a lot through the game. You got to get codes in each of the trial rooms coming up in Paramonia and Scrabania, and then possess the bells. Unfortunately, there's no fast way of doing that.
Yeah.
You have to get the code and just let it do it automatically.
Yeah. You want to explain real quick that we have 2 ways now?
We do, yes. So you have a choice of which route to take through the game. You can either take on Paramonia, the domain of the Paramites, or Scrabania. Candle, unfortunately, chooses the incorrect way in going Paramonia first.
He chooses the way which is valid.
It is faster to choose Paramonia by 2 frames. I think some kind of where Abe lands in Scrabania. Is that right? Which way he's facing?
I think so, yeah.
But ultimately, it's a massive contention in our community of whether you're Team Scrabania first or Team Paramonia first. I'm unfortunately outnumbered by the grace of the game, so I think maybe my ideas need bucking slightly.
It really doesn't matter. It's you should do whatever you want. It's just a joke in the community, really. Like people who do Scrabania first are thought of like it's a joke. Your run's invalid if you do Scrabania first, but that's not true. So this next part coming up now is a very tricky.
Yeah, I'm very worried about that one because it's a long split. Paramonia versus Camera.
Yeah, I'll let him do it.
Hello.
Yeah,
nice.
So basically you slide to a certain spot and distract the Slig by saying hello and then hop past him, and as long as you do it right, the Slig will keep shooting to the left, but if you time it slightly wrong, he'll turn around and kill Abe, so Candle did that very well there.
And when Namesim says slightly wrong, he means like milliseconds.
Yeah.
I get killed by that Slig quite often.
There's so many things in this game which you only have to be afraid of and
the jump.
It won't work. Yeah, it's okay. If you jump on a certain spot there, Elam will stop dead instead of sliding on the screen, so it's, again, a minor time save.
So Candle's making a lot of these strats look very easy, but in actual fact, they're not. They're very tough.
Follow me.
Yeah, quite happy with the run so far.
It's going very well.
Yeah. Hey, James.
No deaths, that's good to see.
I see a lot of people in the chat. I'm really happy you all came here to cheer. Really happy.
can see a lot of the Oddworld community
Yeah.
in the chat right now. So hello everyone.
Good to
Do we
see
have
you
time
all.
for some donations at all? Mm-hmm. We do?
Go for it, yep.
Awesome. We've got a $50 donation from Safety Man with a comment, cheeks. Thank you very much, Safety Man. Totally not Neural donates $5.
Thanks,
Wonder who that
Daniel.
is. And they commented, good luck with the run. I think that in honor of the Save the Planet Marathon, we should see the meatless, aka vegetarian strat. Good luck either way.
So I have to go for that now, but yeah.
Suppose we can.
We'll let
quickly
you know
explain
in
that.
good time, when that's coming up and what that's all about. Or NameSoon will, actually. I'll leave all the strats to NameSoon to explain. And I'll just be here with my notepad, jotting everything down.
So yeah, I should sort of explain, I guess. On the Elam sections, Elam's very weird in this game. Well, I say in this game, he's only in this game, he's not in the sequel, but jumping with Elam, if you jump through certain transitions between screens, it's actually slower than not jumping, although jumping is the fastest form of movement. But sometimes you'll see Candle purposely not jump, or jump in a certain place to make that more optimal. These are things you probably...
Oh, we got the frozen slog!
Oh, that is amazing. In a
super,
marathon. That's very, very rare. Unfortunately, the run is now invalid, but
No, it's not.
it's not really a glitch because it's out of our control. And it doesn't affect anything because you wouldn't die to the slug.
Hey, brother Gatsu. Hey, man, good to see you here. Thanks for dropping in.
It's
So
pretty
he
cool.
mentions his first trial of Paramonia.
Yeah, we actually see Paramites here. I love them. That's my favorite creatures in the Oddworld games. Like, I love them so much.
It's actually my favorite level.
Yeah. That's
But,
good. Better reset, yeah.
Yeah. This is the first of the trials. There's trials in both Paramonia and Scrabania. Now, trials are probably the worst place in the game to die, especially towards the end of them, because you have to redo the entire trial every time you die in a trial. So,
Oh, yes!
and we'll go with
Yes.
Swagturn.
I'm flexing, guys.
Have we explained Swagturn? I don't know.
I cannot explain Swagturn. Something I learned today,
I'll
actually.
probably explain it badly, but basically what you saw Candle do there is if you turn on a certain frame or a certain, it's like halfway between one tile and another. If you hit the opposite direction exactly at that moment, Abe will turn and stand immediately, and that saves not a huge amount of time, but a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah,
Reasonable?
something like maybe 100 milliseconds, but
Yeah.
we are
that much?
literally fighting for milliseconds
Oh,
in
yeah.
every split, and this is like a huge time save if you get it.
Yeah, across the splits, you can either go like 0.01 second ahead, and then the next split like minus 0.05. It's ridiculous.
I'd like to point this out just because it's one of my very
Yeah.
few strats which I accidentally found. This sliding off the edge here.
It's a
Getting
cool
to fall
strat.
down like that. That was when I first started this game. I accidentally did this, and then turned out to be faster.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's actually a really cool strat.
Yeah, you gave it a name, but I forgot it.
Moose skip.
Moose skip. Yeah, that was it. Was, yeah.
Naturally, of course. Okay, so in each of these trials, Abe has got to touch this handstone and get the bell song, which you're hearing now, and also light a fire by some kind of lever at some point in the run. You've already lit the lever, haven't you?
Which
Yeah,
Candle.
you've done that.
When you went down the bottom, that's where you did Elin.
Yeah.
The flintlock. And yeah, you got to do both those things. Like I said earlier, unfortunately, you cannot do the bell song manually, although you can possess the bells before getting the song, but you can just play loads of tunes and nothing will happen. So
But can you imagine, like, having to remember all of the bell songs? It must be
it would be
12
a
or
bit of a
13.
pain, but
Yeah.
it would also make every trial a lot faster. So
Yeah, it would.
It would be
You cut out most
interesting.
of them.
This was like a small glitch we did there, just not dying by the Paramite using the iframes from entering the door. So it's technically a glitch, but the category is called no major glitches, and it's not like a very big glitch. So you're allowed to do that.
very few things in Oddysee which could even be considered minor glitches in this run. In Abe's Exodus, it's very different. There's many things which people say shouldn't be allowed, but this game is pretty good.
Yeah. And a great thing about our community as well is that every kind of questionable glitch or exploit is voted on by the community as to whether it's allowed in NMG. So it's not down to just one person to decide that. but everybody gets a say.
This was a pretty easy trial. There's only one thing that can go wrong in this trial, and that's pulling the lever slow. And then
the next 3 are very difficult in my eyes. They're the hardest in this one.
Yeah, this jump right here
The first
in the
jump here with
transition.
Candle God, it's a bit awkward because it's not exactly like some jumps you just hit as you're in the transition, but that one's just a little bit more awkward for some reason. It's like slightly off where you'd normally hit in a transition.
Yeah, like the transition has like 2 tiles. It's 2 tiles wide and not only one. So yeah.
Yeah, so I'm usually jumping by feeling rather than by sight.
It's very nice coming back there. He says the
nice.
hello just to time the boulders.
Oh, I thought he was just being kind to the bats.
Yeah, I'll say hello to that.
Now it's coming up to the most favorite strat in the game,
I won't
probably.
mention the name because
Yeah, we don't mention the name here.
marathon, but
It has to
basically we bait the scrab here to get onto the lift, and everything done right, he will kill himself. And yeah, perfect.
Anyways, he can't face the embarrassment of not getting Abe. Goodbye, cruel world.
Hello. Hello.
So here's another code Candle has to do. A lot of these codes like this one, you can start the code earlier, or quite a bit earlier than you'd think you might be able to, but you also have to be careful not to do it too quick, or you'll have to do it again.
And that is quite interesting as well, is that you don't need to find that code before you give it to the Mudokan. Like the bell song, this one you can just give them straight away.
Yeah, it's always the same. So you just could remember these passwords and then you're good to go. Yeah, now it's trial 6 coming up. It's known as the Candle trial because I had like a few streams where I failed it so many times.
There was about a week of Candle streaming where he failed this many times. And yeah, our community, as lovely as they are, now call this the Candle trial. So.
Fun about me.
It's really interesting in speedrunning.
Very nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
go for it. Can you explain the quick stop?
So
What happened
basically
there?
he did a quick stop there. So what happens there, if Abe jumps and lands right next to a wall like that, you can let go of run and the direction you're going, and Abe will stop immediately instead of bonking the wall. And it's used, I think it's only there, right, in this game?
In this game, it's only there, I think, yeah.
In Abe's Exodus, it's slightly different to do a quick stop. Yes, you actually have to hold the opposite direction. You know?
Okay, I promised and we got the donation, so I'm going for the meatless, aka veggie strat here.
Yeah, so at the end of this, which is nests, which is basically nests, you just have to run and not stop, and then you won't die.
Yeah,
But
avoid
at the
every
end of
trap
this,
here.
there's a choice whether to take the meat, and that's 100% safe. You throw it, distract the paramites, and leave. Or you can do a double chant and run off the edge. And I don't know the percentage, but this is the most risky strat in the entire run. We still don't go for it in actual runs, or sometimes we do if the run's sort of hanging on. But yeah, so
Well,
Any
for you
believers?
guys anyway. For you guys. For me,
recently in a stream I got this twice in a row, so let's hope Candle gets that luck too.
Go on, Abe.
Nice!
Well played.
That's insane. I can't believe you got meatless in a marathon run. That's just ridiculous.
This is crazy.
It's got to be a near world record pace, isn't it?
Nah, it's not. I bonked too many times and yeah.
Oh, really? I thought you bonked a near world record run then.
Nah.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. Proves I've not been watching.
Yeah. So
Meatless
I have
and
to
a
restart the game now, just to make sure. You will probably not see the game for a few seconds, and I have to bring it back on for my commentators. Yeah, you
so
can
the
try
PC
to
port,
explain it.
yeah, I would say the PC port isn't the most stable port, and Scribania can prove quite difficult. So if you just try to carry on the run without what Candle is doing now, just saving the game, restarting the application, and then carrying on from the save file, then Scribania can crash your game quite a lot, or quite regularly.
Yeah,
And we have two
and,
such. Oh, sorry, Zoom, go for it.
No, if Scribania doesn't crash your game, because when I first started, I forgot to reset this game a couple of times. And sometimes you can get through Scribania, but then when you get to the Zulags and other places, weird things can start happening, like mines randomly exploding when you enter rooms, and just
Levers disappearing.
Yeah, levers disappearing.
Had that one.
There's one in Free Fire Zone, which is just before the end game of Zulags. You can get a weird thing where Scrabania textures. Scrabania textures just randomly show up, and then
And they bleed into the game.
yeah, they bleed into the game, and the levers disappeared, so you can't actually carry on after that. So
because of this, we allow 2 save points in the run, and typically people take them before the second of the trials. So Scrabania
it's dependent
second
on
here.
whether you do Scrabania or Paramonia first. If you do Paramonia first, you do what Candle just did, usually, and save just after you enter Scrabania, and if you do Scrabania first, you'd usually save just after you enter Paramonia.
I mean, yeah. Oh, I thought you were going to say something different then. So I was like, oh, have I been doing it wrong all this time?
Oh no.
And then we'll give you plenty of warning when the next save point comes.
Yeah, and because we run this game using IGT, like a loadless timer, the time stops as you're resetting. However, it doesn't stop as you're saving, so saving fast and quitting is actually important. Especially at Candle's level, anyway.
Yeah. It's really like annoying if you lose 100 milliseconds because of a quick bad restart or so. It's like, it's really frustrating. And
It's not part of the game, is it, really?
Yeah.
It's part of the run, but not the game.
Yeah.
So this bit is an interesting part where you kind of have to come and get this red ring twice and carry it through to a part of the level later on. And I think this is actually quite unintended because Candle's had to go to a different screen just to reset some kind of counter.
The reason
Is that
this
right?
works is because the transition you just saw Candle go through there, the first time you go through it, the game is told to remove red rings that you have, but they only made that happen once. So if you trigger it before you go through it, the second time you go through it with the rings, you keep them. And now you can see Candle is going to make use of these rings on the next screen.
So usually you need rings here, but it's like easier to get them there than here in this part like of the area, so it's faster. Because we need bees! Because Elam likes honey, but hate bees.
And Candle hates Elam, so he gives Elam the bees.
Slight optimization. You can go down on that lift at the exact right moment. If you go too soon, Elam won't follow.
That's usually what happens for me, actually.
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot.
So this is a really cool looking strat coming up.
Yeah.
It's not too difficult, but you can fail it, so I'll let Candle concentrate.
There you go, nicely done.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Abe's back is on fire now, though.
Basically, the most important part there is you have to chant for timing when you to distract the slugs, I think. When you get off Elam, but then standing up in the exact right spot and then hopping twice is and hopping twice is actually important because you get knocked down if you only hop once.
Yeah. Okay. I love the next upcoming strat. It's called Fearless Ape. I really love that one.
Not a glitch.
Yeah, not a glitch.
Not a glitch. Here we go. So there's a mine in front. What's he going to do? Oh,
Yeah.
that was easy.
Ape is made of steel.
Yeah, basically Abe clips the mine there, but then is out of the blast radius, so doesn't die, and then hangs onto the ledge. You have to be careful not to climb too quick there, though, because you will die.
Yeah.
And now we're approaching. Now we're approaching one of the newest strats of the game.
Yeah.
Very new.
And
like,
it's only last week, right?
I hope I don't screw it. It's actually 2 days ago.
2 days ago. Wow.
very
Dennis,
nice.
now how many seconds does that save?
3 row.
Like 3 seconds. That can't be too much, right? That can't be too important. Only 3 seconds.
Yeah, we saw Candle run next to the slig with Elam there. We used to get off Elam up until 2 days ago on the screen before, then roll across. But then Candle found that you can just keep Elam and distract the slig with a hello.
This 3 seconds just blew up the world record, just saying. So this is how crazy improved the run is. So
Yeah.
Yeah, ordinarily 3 seconds doesn't sound a lot, but actually it's quite an important find.
Oh, it's very important now. That's huge.
Yeah.
Like, we would have been happy with like half a second time save or even less than that. With this
I go
one.
for semi-quick entry here.
So here just chanting to distract the slig so you can just run
Interesting.
straight on through.
I've actually never seen that.
Yeah, I found that too, like 2 days ago.
Yeah, I might have been lying actually. That's probably the most.
Oh my god!
Oh, wow.
And a rare occurrence, but
Okay,
yeah.
so Candle just got the best RNG you can get in this, but
Can you please come here?
Kind of struggling.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just completely screwed that. That
Unfortunately,
was my bad.
you
So
have to pull the lever immediately and then just roll past him. But
I'm gonna leave the trial again to just reset it. Yeah, I hope I missed the Liverpool here, so this is okay.
This is the other one. Yeah, the running scrap.
I should say as well, Scrabania is the most RNG based part of the run. Many levels have RNG involved in the scrap.
This is also bad. And now he's screaming. That's actually okay. I think I can make it. So there's still a rare chance that I die now, but yeah. No, that looks good.
That's fine.
That was risky as hell, but it worked. So we manipulate the scrap here a lot with like our turns and wait for them. So yeah, trial 1 is big RNG, but it's okay.
Yeah, when I started the game, or running this game, we did not know how to manipulate this scrap at the bottom. So
Okay.
it was very, like, you die here.
Oh my god, what is going on? I'm the luckiest person ever. Literally, this run is blessed. What can I say? This is like, if this run would be without minor mistake, it's crazy. This is insane.
And on to trial 2.
Yeah, try to straightforward, so you don't have to really worry about. I missed that jump, but it's okay. It's a small movement mistake.
Good.
Thanks to Neural.
It's nothing that needs to be done to that scrap. He can't kill you.
It's like something like a barrier he can't pass. So
Well, that'd be the rock that you roll through, isn't it?
yeah, true.
Yeah, fair. there is an
no
invisible
spectrum,
barrier
no.
coming up.
I don't know
Yeah.
about you, but I find that swag turn the hardest one.
Yeah, I got it today in my practice, and I was like, bro, why do I get it now?
I get almost every swag turn. I go for that most runs and very rarely get it. I don't know why, but there's even a lineup with the ledge, so it just feels harder.
Yeah. Okay, try 3. There's a rare chance that the game crashes here in a transition, so let's pray it's not happening, okay? Be good.
I know crash. This is actually another very new strat. If he walks. Okay, he didn't walk. So this is the
Still
old strat.
good.
But that's still pretty good.
It's still faster because you don't slide, so...
Oh, and the other strat was that from my stream?
Yeah, it was yours.
All right.
So
So I had to
technically
think
this
about
strat
that.
is found by Lucy. So yeah, props to
Technically,
Lucy for
but-
this strat.
Well, no props, because I actually had no idea what I was doing. And it was Candle that watched it and was like, oh, I can use that.
Yeah. So far, I'm really happy with this run, not gonna lie. We Gucci as fuck.
Just while you're doing the bell song, I'd like to mention something Glenn said in the chat. I do know how to do glitches, Glenn. I just choose not.
Yeah.
And the game somewhat as intended.
So yeah, obviously there are glitch categories for that. And they are really insane because they depend on frame perfect movement to perform the glitches. It's really interesting to see.
What is any sense like 7 minutes now, right?
Yeah, I think it's something close to. I think it's still 8, but it could be optimized to 7 minutes.
Yeah, that shows how crazy the glitches are. Just crazy in both Oddysee and Exodus, but it's just they destroy the game.
Yeah.
It's one of these games where the game is like you miss a lot of levels to the glitch categories. Should say too, if people not familiar with this game, 100% in this game we don't really rescue any of the Mallorcans, who are the people who look like a.
I would really prefer doing the glitch runs, but I can't. The thing is, I'm not able to perform the glitch runs, so I would do it if I could, but I can't. So I know the movement for that, but I never performed the full run for that. So yeah, next trial is also RNG heavy. So it's just small RNG, but usually it works.
And also there's a way to make sure you're getting the right movement on the scrab.
Yeah.
So we found another way of doing this. We used to jump off the edge here, and instead now we just run off the edge. And although there's still a tiny chance this scrab, which he didn't, kills Candle there, it's much more consistent now. I'm no longer scared doing this level, although I have died many times there, but I don't feel as scared as I used to.
It's the kind of game where a death can come from literally any point of the run.
Oh yeah, and the thing is,
especially in this trial,
Lucy's at a different place in her Oddysee speedrun right now, but to Candle, any mistake or any death is a reset. So
yeah. Like,
you can no longer world record with a death. You can no longer... saying that, we have an extra 3 seconds now, but you can probably no longer world record with like 5 to 10 seconds time save. Or time loss, I mean. So it's like...
Nice.
That's
very well done. So that is one that you have to be very quick, very precise on. And my heart rate just doubles when I approach that.
But I always recommend new players practice over and over, because it gets your run to walk. If you can do that strat quickly and run to walk, pull the lever perfect, and run to walk back on the lift, your run to walk
it's perfect. You know everything.
In very good shape. So.
It's interesting that we've not mentioned run to walks actually, because you'll see a lot of run to walks, and you have already seen a lot of run to walks in for example here. But actually, it's more difficult than it looks, or at least it is for me.
Yeah. I think it's more difficult. I was talking about this on my stream the other day, because Pat's the only runner is learning and he's struggling with it. It's when Abe stops, if you just let go of all the buttons, he'll slide. And when we're playing this when we were younger, I bet everybody stopped Abe by sliding. Nobody thought about holding on to the button. But basically a run to walk is when you stop running but hold on to the direction for a small amount of time to make Abe walk instead of sliding out of a run. So.
Yeah, if you're holding to that direction and you continue to hold that direction, you're just basically telling Abe to stop running and start walking. But there's a little sweet period, isn't there, where you can tell him to walk and then tell him to stop. Yeah. And it's a very smooth transition to just standing still.
Some people
very
pick
helpful
up
for precise
run to
moments.
walk. Oh, that's good. That's really nice.
Yeah, I did this
you're not going to get the. You're not going to get the dot arm. Oh wait, I didn't think you could get it doing that.
You can when you jump off the platform and the scrap underneath you is screaming. Then you have enough distance between them. So.
Oh, chat's getting a bit greedy after seeing the meatless. They also want the fast bats.
Yeah. Also, this is one of the few things in this game which some people say maybe should be considered a glitch. Basically, what Candle's going to do here is he's going to clip the scrab through the next lift. Like this. And yeah, it's up to you whether you want to say that's a major glitch or not. Some people
say he's just slipped off the side. It's a 3D world, but we're only seeing a 2D projection, maybe.
Like, the way to do this, if you didn't do that, would be to pull that lever on the right, send him down, and then get it back up. Yeah, but...
Oh, but how many minutes would that add?
Yeah, I honestly feel like, not in just this game, in some games, sometimes you should overlook things just to make the run better, like, more fun. Like, if there's something that's going to cost like 2 minutes and it's not really too, and it's a cool strat, I don't know. I think sometimes you should, not like massive things that are clearly glitches like jumping through walls, but things like that. I mean, it makes that room way more fun to learn. It's just...
Yeah, I can kind of see, like, because you're clipping, it's a little bit questionable, but so much time is saved that it's worth overlooking.
It just makes the run flow better. That's what I'm trying to say, probably.
Everything is voted on, so... Yeah, and it makes the run float so much better, so...
Do we have time for some donations?
Yeah, for sure. Always.
Alrighty, we got a $25 donation from Wormed that says, Oddworld, smiley face. Thank you very much, Wormed.
Aww.
Thank you so much.
We've also got a $1 donation from Lindblom. I think I recognize that name from chat. It says, best of luck, Candle. Destroy this category as you have been doing and bring it home for Breeward, Rebecca, and Sophie. OP.
This time I get the reference.
Yeah, this is like an insider. Well, we're not gonna really explain that.
We can't. But I should say now, this is a good time. I saw Glenn mention about 2 or 3 minutes ago. He said, "Are you going for fast hats?" So
yeah. So the run is really good, and the RNG gods are looking on me.
You've had pretty like this would be a godlike run if like you got this and hadn't made mistakes. Yeah, it's crazy.
It would be.
Hello, I have come to disturb the peace.
No. Hi.
I just wanted to pop in really quick. This is Sinith, everyone, and I just wanted to give a little bit of a background because I know that we have a lot of people coming in that have not seen this marathon before. This marathon was an idea that started back in 2021 when Team C's and Team Trees were becoming huge with all the stuff that was happening on YouTube. And I was like, no one's trying to raise money for the environment for Twitch. Why is that? I got to do something. So I did. And in 2021...
Oh Sorry.
God.
If something important is happening, you're more than welcome to interrupt me.
No, okay, we'll just quickly say that was fast bats. Basically, Candle throws the rock from a certain place, and it's RNG whether the bats will follow. So yeah, you can carry on now. Sorry for interrupting.
No problem.
It's a good timing because I have to restart the game here again. This is like the second restart, so you're perfectly good to go to.
Yeah, perfect time.
So 2021 we started. We raised $2,031 in 2021. In 2022, we did again in April for Earth Day and raised $284. So 2884. So this marathon is our goal to get to 3,000, which I mean, considering our last couple of outings, I don't think that's a huge ask.
Do you know where you're at now?
Come on, Oddworld.
We are at $453 right now.
Oh, cool. Well done, guys.
If you can afford to throw a donation across, then, you know.
Yeah. So real quick, we're coming up to another risky strat here. It's called Slog Skip.
Slog Skip.
And it's RNG if I get it or not. Too.
This was a huge find.
Okay, I'm done invading. Bye!
See ya!
So
See ya!
I'll let it play out, but should have it.
Oh my god,
okay,
this
run has been insane.
Yeah.
So I should explain what we used to do before that. Basically, there's a bomb machine further left before you even get to Slog Skip. We used to have to run to that machine, get a bomb, and do a slightly different variation of jumping past them slogs. But this was a huge find. For a long time, we thought that was like a tiny % chance that could even be possible. And then suddenly, people started experimenting, and now it's very, very consistent, actually.
I think it was about 6 months ago, Himdog did the first ever Slog Skip. And I think he said like a 10% chance or something like that.
Yeah, like he said it might even be less than 10%.
Yeah,
oh,
that's unfortunate.
That was my bad. I was like, I thought I screwed up the password, and yeah. So I waited.
Jump in real quick with a donation to be read.
Yes.
Yeah, we got a $10 donation from Nirol that says, amazing run, praying for Slog Skip, which it seems that we got that, so
yes,
yay.
we got it.
Yeah, and just as a reminder for everybody, we do have donations. If you need some incentive to get your donations in, we do have incentives. The next one coming up is Journey. For the category choice, you can choose between the red robe or the white robe. This is a glitchless all symbols run. I don't know anything about this run. I don't know anything about this game. So those of you that know need to get your donations in so you can make sure that we guarantee the better category gets showcased right here. Right now, white robe is winning, but if red robe is the better one, then you better get your donations in.
Yeah, make that, guys, because it's the
red robe, guys.
So, Candle's getting the bomb here. You may think this is not the optimal way of doing this for an any %, but the reason we do this is as a consequence of doing Slog Skip, because we used to have the bombs already, but because we need bombs for the strats coming up in the next few rooms, or this room, because Candle does a slightly different order than me, but yeah, that's why he picks the bombs there. So That's why slog skip doesn't actually save as much as it might if you didn't need the bombs. Yeah. But it's still like 8 seconds, so it's... Am I right in saying 8 seconds, Candle? I've really forgotten.
Yeah, it's something between 8 and 10, but I'm not really sure. We never really probably timed it, but 8 seconds was just a huge thing, so...
Very nice. And
that was nice.
Oh, that's pretty good. Is there any possibility of doing some of these rooms without the bombs then? If throwing the bombs has always been something you did because you had them already?
I mean, you could do most rooms, but I don't think there's any faster ways of doing them without bombs. So,
okay, so even the bomb strats are the most...
If you forgot the bombs, then yeah, you could do it sort of semi-casually. But
that would add a lot of time,
yeah.
I might get to work, see if you can get past some of these slicks without bombs.
I mean, if you could find a fast way of doing it without the bombs, then that would be a massive find. It would, like, destroy...
Candle would hate him even more, because he can't run the game at uni.
Yeah, technically you could run every room without bomb, but it's just slow, yeah.
Just which is the faster way, absolutely.
Worth it, yeah.
So, moving on to the third Zulag.
Yeah. Funnily enough,
my favorite Zulag.
Yeah. The Zulags in this game, for endgame, like, it's very short. It's, there's not as much going on as in a lot of the other game, but there's some very tricky parts too, so...
Yes, contains the infamous bomb room, which has been the end of many a run.
Compared to Exodus, the end game to this is very simple. In Exodus, there's like 15 different rooms, and a lot of them are long.
Yeah, also the first 2 rooms are very... So I like the purple background here. I just love it. I love how they look from Zulag 3. And the first 2 rooms are pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You don't have to worry about anything. But the last room here is just like, yeah, as Lucy said, it's known as the run killer. So...
It's also been optimized recently, though.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. Which doesn't help with the RNG too much, but makes it fast.
To be fair, I'm quite grateful that these 2 rooms are fairly straightforward, because this is where my heart would be ripping out of my chest.
Yeah, if you're on a hot
in anticipation.
In like 2 seconds or a few seconds ahead, and you know, okay, you're so close to the end, you don't want to screw it.
Or minutes for me.
This room is so simple in this category, whereas in 100% this is kind of tricky.
Yeah.
In this category, it's over. Like, once Scandal throws that bomb, just gotta not get knocked over. Yeah, it's over. So.
Okay, it's time for the bump room. Let's hope I get it right.
Here we go.
I love the bump room.
Everybody hates this room. There's not a single runner who likes this room.
I like this room because it's like challenging.
It's a light candle.
If this room was at the start of the game, it would be fine. But because it's so far in the game, people... I mean, the amount of runs people have lost.
Yeah.
I don't know a runner who hasn't lost a hot run here.
Oh, no.
That's unlucky.
That's really unlucky. It's okay.
So what happened there?
So
I think I was a bit slow on the turn.
Yeah, a little bit slow.
I think I was too slow. I think I never died this way, but it's okay. It's just a small thing, so...
We get to see the bombs again.
Yeah. What Candle's trying to do is pull the lever twice, and then when you pull it twice, the lift will come up and go back come down and go back up. But he wants to jump on it as it's going up.
That's what you want to do. Also swag lift here.
Yeah. We like calling strats.
Now I have to watch the bombs a little bit more careful here, so... But it's okay.
So the positions of these bombs will change each time. Nice. So if you try and do it the fastest way, just run straight through, then you're going to get caught out by the bombs sometimes.
This literally never to me. I never said this never happened
some of us have it really nice, don't they? I've had a few of my runs die to these bombs. It was awful.
It's totally okay. For me, this is still a very solid run, so it's not a perfect run. It had super great RNG. The great RNG just saves a few seconds. The deaths obviously just lose you 20 seconds. Oh, but it's okay. So it's approaching.
Yeah, this is Zulag 4 now. It's right at the end of the game. This is a setup we came up with recently, actually, to avoid Abe getting knocked down by the explosion. And I have to say, this is bringing back bad memories. I just lost the hottest run of my life the other day to that part, which probably
it's not easy.
Record, but, yeah. So here, as long as you get this run to walk right under the ledge, the slugs will not kill you. And the turn in there is basically just so Candle does not get killed by the explosion or the slig. So
just a bit of a timing mechanic.
Yeah.
This also looks like it is close, but as long as you fast fall there and then roll, you will never... I don't think we've explained fast fall. Basically, if you jump and don't stop running and then fall off a ledge, you will get what we call a fast fall, which basically makes aid land one step further to whichever direction you're
moonwalking slick.
And pause and go.
Yeah. So we're nearly at the end of the game.
Just a couple of more sligs to just stroll on by. And a few meat grinders to avoid as well.
This is pretty interesting. This strategy is entirely dependent whether you died in Zulag 4 or not. If you died, you have to do it a different way because they'll be in a different pattern. So
you got to learn 2 ways of going about that.
Do we have time for a donation?
Yes.
We got a $5 donation from Glenn_Ace that says, "Okay, let's go, Keckfinger."
There's so many nice memes in our community, like
those have been jokes.
Yeah, they're jokes. So we are at the last level called Boardroom. So in 30 seconds the run should be over.
Are you going for fast Boardroom?
I go for fast Boardroom.
Let's do it.
Go for it. If you don't get it, you don't get it.
So if Candle is really quick with his movements here,
just
messed it.
I messed it up. I messed the get up, but it's okay. But fast Boardroom is a cool thing to get, but yeah.
So basically, you see the grinders going up and down there. With fast Boardroom, you basically skip a cycle of them, the first one going up and down. So it's very tight, but
and time
and go. Nice. GG.
Yeah. GG's, guys.
Very nice run. That was a godly run.
Yeah, that was
you got in that
very good run.
GG's.
Oh man.
Did you have any shout-outs you wanted to give?
Yeah, I have a lot of shout-outs to give. I just skipped the ending because it's really bad. It's really bad. So we don't rescue any Molochans. Usually you have to rescue your followers here, and if you don't do that, as me, I just run through the game, you get it shredded in the end. So yeah.
The weird thing about this ending though is you get the same ending if you save 49 of them.
Yeah, so you need to minimum save 50.
Yeah, but like they're so ungrateful. Like you save 49, you try your best, and they still hate you. Yeah.
So yeah, as you see, I'm just getting. Yeah, like, you haven't saved enough, bye-bye. And you get a very, very nice message from the creators, like, smooth move, knucklehead.
Give a shout out. People are asking what your IGT was. I assume you were timing.
I don't have a timer running, so I promised myself I'm not running with the timer because I don't want to get distracted by it, so I'm very sorry for that, guys. So I know people are going to be mad about me, but sorry, I haven't run with it. With the timer. So yeah, quick shoutouts to Glenn, Nano, Nirl, aka Sen. I have a lot. Patso, Rory, Diclonius Rex and Nothing Spash, Danny Alucard, James C, Oddysee P, Mark, Ridoshi, and Ingra, and especially to Lucy and Zoom for commentating this. The last few months I played this game a lot, and you came onto streams, you pushed me to my limits. I'm really happy to be part of this community. And a big thank you to Green Gaming for let me perform this run here. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Candle. And we are absolutely honored to have you among us as well. And just to plug as well, our community will be organizing a straight knockout tournament for A's Oddysee runs with head-to-head matches, hopefully 8 players starting at quarterfinals. So if you're interested, join the Discord, Oddysee and Hangout, and enter. Be great to have you.
Be fun. We need more people running these games. So if you liked it, join the Discord and get involved.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for that amazing run. We will be back in just a little bit with a run from Osmore, and he'll be running Light Matter 80% NMG. And I just want to point out, if somebody donates $1, we'll be at $4.69. So do it for the memes, people. do it for the memes. Thank you all so much. We'll be back shortly with Light Matter.